Sound check, sound check. This should work now. I wasn't on stage. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time since I have seen so many of you. I can see you in the chat. I hope you can hear me. I hope that you can see me. I'm going to pop up my comments on the side so that I can read all of your comments. I've got a lot going on here. I've got the computer going on, I've got the phone going on, I've got the iPad going on, and we are testing a new event software that I built myself. So if it breaks, you'll know that I broke it. I think it's going to work just fine because we've been testing, and everything has been great. But isn't that what they say, that as soon as you finish testing, it's when stuff happens? So a few things for you. You should be watching live on the Tame website. Tame is, of course, our software that we launched in January. It stands for Travel Agency Marketing Ecosystem. I have the chat with my team. Anthony's there, Blessing is there, Flora is there, and a big shout out to Flora and Blessing, who have just been working so hard. And it is currently 1 a.m. in South Africa, and they are still here because there was no way they were going to leave me, even though I told them to go to bed. There was no way that they were going to leave me with our new software, not knowing what's going on. So you could be watching from YouTube, you could be watching from the website. If you are watching from the website, you've got a few little extra bonuses just there. And I'm going to, gosh, maybe I could turn it around and show you my screen. Let's try this. Oh, let's try some magic during a live. Let's not, Sandra, says my team. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to turn it around. Let me unplug my iPad. Okay, so this is, oh, hold on. Who have just been working so hard, and it is current. Okay, so this is what it looks like if you are watching from your website. Oh my gosh, my skin is skinning today. This is what it looks like. See here, you've got a chat over here where you can all talk to me. There is a poll. I want you to fill that in. There is some notes on there. Click on notes, and then there's a Q&A section on there. But what I want you to do is to click on notes. What you're going to see is these links right here. And I specifically want you to notice the backup link. So if you are watching on our website, go ahead and click on either the backup link, open it in a new tab, and then just mute it, okay? Or open YouTube in a new tab using the YouTube button on the screen, because that will allow you, if for some reason we go down here, for me to just keep talking, because I'm streaming to more than one place right now. So if you've just joined us and you're watching on the computer, I want you to click on the notes section right here. Let me stop moving this so you all don't get car sick. Click on the notes section right there, and then click on backup and event notes in here. So backup is going to open up open it in a new tab, and then just mute it, because that's how you get to have a backup in case this goes down. I don't think it's going to go down, but it's always good to know. Hi, Jamie. Let's see who else is in here. I'm really excited. I built this event software myself. I've become quite the builder. I'm that person that probably built, like, I don't know, a shelf, put up a shelf in their house, and now thinks they can build a house. But that's okay. I've missed you a lot. I see in here, I just want to do a few shout outs in here because there were some people who came in super early. Wendy, I see you. Tara, Kathy, Matthew, Kim, Fiona. Oh my goodness, Kat, loads and loads of people in here. So I'm super excited about that. I am going to share my screen with you because I want to jump straight in. I want to be really, really fast today. I have 15 things to show you. Now, of course, at the very, very end, no backup option. Click on notes and see what you've got in there. And if not, that's okay. Because if for some reason something went down, the team will have an email already ready. They'll just click and you'll go straight over there. You know what, Flora, you could also put the link in the notes so that everybody can see it. I can see it in mine. Let me just refresh my screen. No, it's all there. It's okay. Flora will put it in the chat, but don't worry, because if something went down straight away, we have a text message ready to go out to everyone, and we have an email ready to go out. I'll pause for 2 minutes and then I'll just keep talking. I think everything's going to be just fine though. So what I want to do is to go through all of these 15 things that I would implement on my travel website immediately if I decided to become a travel advisor today. And I want to preface this by saying that your website, more than likely, 99.9% of you, is broken, not because it's not working, but because travelers, consumers expect more. They expect a whole lot more from you now. And so, do we have an issue? I don't think we have an issue. I'll keep talking just in case, but I'm pretty sure we don't have an issue. Your website, people expect more from your website now. And the reason they expect more is because AI has changed the way that people expect websites to work. It's changed the way that people expect for technology to work. People want immediate results now. For the vast majority of you, and I was also exactly the same until probably January, I would say, my website was what we call static. It meant that the pages weren't any more interactive than a PDF. So let me just check notes from the team. No, everybody's good and everyone can see me fine. So hopefully that's all good. Look in the notes from Flora if you can, because she's put a link in there that you might want to go to if you're struggling. I'm going to keep going though. So your website is most likely what mine was, which was static, just PDF individual pages. Do you have to change your website? No, you don't have to. But here's what I am going to recommend. I'm going to go through 15 things that I would put on your website right now. I would build a travel website from scratch. If I was starting tomorrow to sell travel, jumping in with a host agency, becoming independent, I would jump straight in and I would put all 15 of these things on my website immediately. Now, the first thing you're going to say to me is, I don't know how to do any of these things. That's okay. Let's break this down and eat this elephant bit by bit. The first thing that you would decide is which of the 15 things you love. It could be all 15, it could be 13, that's fine. Write them down as we go. That's my number one tip to you for today. Then after that, we tackle how am I going to do it? Okay. There's no point looking at these things and saying to yourself, I don't know how to do this, therefore I cannot do it. Some of you may choose to do a full new website design. And of course, we have an offer for you at the end because we've put together an amazing next gen AI powered human designed website where I personally am designing everybody's websites. Technology has come a massive long way in the last 6 months to the point that most of you wouldn't notice. But as developers and designers, we know these things. I can now build in what used to take me 4 to 6 weeks, between 4 and 6, not 46, between 4 and 6 weeks, I can now build in 2 days. That's it. It doesn't take me 4 weeks anymore. It now takes me 2 days. I can now code the most incredible interactive elements to your site. So at the end, we do have an offer, and your offer is good until Friday night. We have payment plans as well, but you might find that you can do some of these things yourself. You can hire a developer, or if a website is something that you know that you'll invest in later on, this is a great place to start with some ideas for you. So either way, you're going to get a bunch out of it. I'll just have my team, Flora sent an email to everybody with a backup link. You can go to the backup link now if you want to, or you can stay here. That's totally up to you. I'll be taking questions from the main link just now. Okay, let me just check the comments. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight in. Blessing and Flora, you just want to send me a quick note, or Anthony saying that you're good to go on your end, and I'm going to jump in and share my slides. Here we go. You should have my first slide up, so I'll just get my team to confirm that they have those up. And once again, the goal here is not for you to say, oh my gosh, how am I going to do all of these things? That's not the goal. The goal is for you to pick whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, we're good to go. So welcome to 15 things I would add to my website immediately if I was marketing and selling travel today. Now, I personally know how to code and build all of these things, and I can do it really quickly with modern tech, with Claude Code, with Perplexity Code, and I have a little bit of experience coding. So this new wave of technology is easy for me. For the vast majority of you, it's not going to be easy. So it might be that you're looking to replace your website in the next couple of months or within the next year. It might be that you have a website that was built on a platform where additional code can be added. And so it's entirely up to you how you go about it. But what I want you to do today is just to write down the things one at a time that you want to add. So I've labeled them 1 through 15. They're not in any particular order, and we're going to write them down. And if you have any questions, you can ask them either on YouTube. My team can see questions, and they can also see them on the Q&A. And if Flora and Blessing, if either of you are sticking around, go ahead and just pop them into WhatsApp for me as well. But if you're not, that's totally cool. I can go look for them at the end. Alrighty, so number 1 of 15 things that I would add to my website if I was selling travel today. The first one is AI itinerary generator. This would be one of the very, very first things. And to me, this is in my top 3 of the 15 things, okay? So I'm going to show you what it is, tell you what it is, give you an example. Then I'm going to show you why it's good for travel advisors, why it's good for you, and why it's good for your website visitor. Someone says you're really loud, probably because I'm excited. Just turn your volume down a little. Okay, so what is it? Basically, this is based on quiz answers. And based on quiz answers, AI instantly generates 3 options. Each option or itinerary shows a day-by-day structure, activities, the pace at which you would do them, accommodation level, and estimated cost. Now, before you start yelling at me on the screen, why would I give 3 itineraries for free using AI? That's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here to do. Hear me out. If I started to sell travel tomorrow, I would do this. And you know that I'm very business-minded and revenue-minded. But I believe that this is the next step for travel advisors in the way that you serve clients. And here's why. You're probably thinking, why would I give 3 itineraries? Firstly, you're not giving hotels. You're not giving restaurant names, okay? You're also not booking anything for them. What you're giving them here is immediate access to the possibility that you could book them all of this stuff, and you're bringing them that one step closer to their Greek vacation. So let's give an example right here, okay? An example. A visitor comes to your website. They say, hey, into the chat, I want to do a trip for my family, 7 days, Greece, $6,000 to $8,000 for everybody, mixture of beach and culture. Now, the AI in your website, the one that I would build in mine or build for you, could ask them questions to get to that, because not everybody is going to come to the screen and type in that helpful information. The AI bot would also ask, well, does that include airfare, exclude airfare? Because we all know if that's a family, that cannot include airfare as well. What they're going to see basically after they give you enough information is option A, you could do Crete Island and Coastal Charm. Here's your 7-day itinerary: arrive, settle, beach day, hiking, culture in town, beach, depart, accommodation, 3-star, activities, moderate. That's all they're going to get. Details of those, but no hotels, no restaurants, nothing like that. Option B, this is the second of the 2 itineraries: Santorini, romance, and islands. So similar structure, different focus, a little bit more on the romantic destination. Option C, island hoppers adventure, similar structure, but more islands. Now, what it would then say, each shows an estimated cost. So it would say between $6,000 to $8,000, but not any hotel names, not any airlines, not any amount of detail. And you're asking yourself, well, now what? What it's then going to have is a call to action that says choose one and pay $300 to unlock full details and have us tweak it to your tweak to personalize and take care of all of the booking and document prep for you. So basically what you're using is, I guess it's no different to someone going straight to ChatGPT, for example, and then saying, hey, give me a 7-day itinerary. This is my budget. I'm going with my family. What you're doing is you're letting them do that on your website, the traffic that you've driven to your website, and you're then linking it to the option to pay your planning fee. That's your standard planning fee, $300, $400, $250, $150, whatever it is. So why travelers will like this? So what the traveler will experience. Firstly, after email entry, they're going to see 3 personalized options. Here's what your Greece trip could look like. Option A, option B, option C, right? Then they're going to see the full 7-day structure. But specific properties, like I said, are hidden. Below the options, they're going to see pay $300 planning fee to unlock hotel names, restaurant reservations, insider tips, and have us plan the entire thing for you, plus give you white glove customer service while you're away. What this does for you, this proves expertise, instant value, and moves qualified prospects to a payment decision right away. AI does the itinerary building, not you. Now you're thinking to yourself, why would I do that? That's my job. I want to put together the itineraries. But honestly, all you've really done is let them put together a baseline, an idea. All you've done is given them 3 ideas and then move them along to pay your planning fee. So if this sounds like something that you would like to build into your website, and again, forget about the how am I going to do it? How would it work? Don't worry about any of that. Just say to yourself right now, yes, this is something I want. Go ahead and write down on your piece of paper, AI itinerary generator. This will be your core revenue driver, AI itinerary generator. All right. That is going to lead people to pay your planning fee, and straight away you've got a good basis. You pretty much get an email saying, hey, somebody's paid your planning fee, and here is the option that they want to move forward with. Okay, idea number 2. This is the second thing that I would put on my website tomorrow if I was going to sell travel starting tomorrow. And that would be similar to option 1, but more of a chit chat that doesn't lead to a planning fee. And that's an intelligent FAQ chatbot or support. We have this on Pin Studio, and it works so well because you get to train it to only give the type of answers that you want. So what is it? It's a separate chat from the quiz that leads them to the planning fee, what we were talking about just now. It's the kind of place they can answer questions like, do I need a visa for Namibia? What's the weather at this time of year in Portugal? How do I change dates on my airline ticket? But you don't have to stress about it giving you the right answer or not. You really don't, because you'll build it in a way, or I would build it in a way that it's only going to say, like, say, for example, someone came and said, can you change the dates on my ticket? The answer that you want that person to get is, if I booked your ticket for you, I'd be happy to help you with a date change. And of course, that's going to depend on the rules for your airfare. Click here to tell me what you'd like to do. I'll take a look at it and I'll get back to you. Or click here to book a call with me, or click here to send me an email requesting that. If I haven't booked your flights, you'll need to contact wherever you booked it from, be it the airline or your travel advisor. And if you booked it online, you need to go back to where you booked it. So we can program a chatbot to give the answers that will still keep you legally protected, and of course give a little waiver at the bottom so that you're not giving people wrong advice through your chatbot. Available during and after the quiz form journey. So this can come up at any time in your website. We use this on Pin Studio, and I swear it is so amazing. People will type in what kind of I don't know, like what kind of destination would be good for family travel, and it will come up. Or it'll say, how do I change from a starter to a pro account? So it could be about the actual website. It always gives the right answer because we built it that way. So for example, a visitor in the chatbot quiz asks, is Greece good for families with young kids? And then the bot would answer instantly, yes. Greece is family friendly. Beaches are calm in many areas, food is great, and kids love the mythology. The visitor then continues the quiz, and at any time they'd be able to hit a button saying, send me a summary of this quiz. So this is why I really like this option and why I would add it to my website right away. What the traveler experiences. They get quick answers to basic questions. They'll start coming to you instead of going to ChatGPT when you build that relationship with them. Oh, let me check on Jennifer's site. Let me check on Matthew's site and just check, because it feels like it's talking to you. I would actually name your chatbot Matthew or Jennifer or Wendy. I would name it after you. Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm a personal travel advisor. And in brackets, you could say, this is the AI version of all of the knowledge I have in my head. You could have a little waiver. They could check it to say, I understand that this is AI, but it's still coming from your expertise. So I love it for them because they get quick answers. What I love for you is that you immediately are serving people without being there at 11 o'clock at night, but it's also giving you an email subscriber when someone says, send me the chat summary. I don't know if you've had this before, but I've had it where I've been online getting help. For example, what was it? It wasn't the IRS. It was some government department that I just did not trust. Oh, it was the DMV. I don't trust the DMV. I mean, any government department really. But I had this whole chat with the DMV, and then the DMV bot, the AI, said to me, don't worry about that. That's not a problem. You could take care of that later. And I thought, that's going to come back to bite me in the butt. But then it said save chat. And I was like, at least I've got the receipts. Okay. At least I've got the proof. So I love that because here you would get their email address and that's an email subscriber for you. Okay. Number three on the list is things I would add to my website if I was selling travel tomorrow: dynamic testimonial matching. Now, if you're just starting out and you're just getting testimonials for the very first time, do not stress. This is something that you would do when you have a lot of testimonials, like when you have 20, 30, 50, 60 testimonials. The time will come, but you might want to write this down and say to yourself, you know what, when I do have X amount of testimonials, I am going to do this. And honestly, it really would just be like 5 testimonials from each of your ideal clients. So maybe you serve couples, maybe you do families, and maybe you do groups. You might just want to have even 2 or 3 from each of those types of ideal client, and this would work for you. So let me tell you what it is. Testimonials appear based on quiz answers. So for example, you might have a quiz on your website that is find the perfect destination for me. We'll talk about that later. And it comes up and says, Greece is for you. And they've asked about family travel. And so they've taken a quiz about family travel. They've identified that Greece is a great option for them. On their quiz results page, they would see testimonials about family travel. They would see testimonials about Greece travel. So it's basically what you're saying is that the family sees options and also sees options for their trip, but they also see a testimonial that says, our family booked the Crete option last year, best decision ever. A couple, though, who was taking the quiz for a romantic getaway, because maybe you serve couples and families, they would see perfect honeymoon trip, matching proof builds trust. Okay. You don't have to have testimonials for every destination. It might just be the type of client. It might be a group trip and suddenly up pops somebody does a quiz because they're interested in doing a group quiz, or does like the first option, idea number 1, and then testimonials will show up that match. So if this is something that you think, oh my gosh, I would love to have that match, write it down. You might not be ready for it right now because you might not have enough testimonials, but here's what travelers experience. While considering the options that a quiz or any kind of AI has thrown back at them, they're also seeing social proof at the same time from people just like them. Other couples, other families, other group leaders, other solo travelers, other river cruisers, other ocean cruisers. What it does for you is it increases confidence in the options. I know that if I am shopping for a fridge, a small bar fridge on Best Buy, like I was the other day, I want to see testimonials that are related to that bar fridge. If I'm on Amazon buying, I don't know, scrunchies, I want to see testimonials for scrunchies. If I see testimonials for things that have nothing to do with those products, I still would have faith in the business saying, oh, okay, I'm seeing a testimonial for hairbrushes, even though I'm here to buy scrunchies. But this company does hairbrushes and scrunchies, so at least people like their products, or they're a good company to work with. It doesn't do harm. But imagine if the testimonials that I'm seeing are specifically for scrunchies, not for hairbrushes. That's where I'm getting to. So write down that on your website, dynamic testimonial matching. Okay, the 4th thing that I would put on my website if I was selling travel tomorrow that I can add to your website if I'm building it is smart content personalization engine. These options are so wordy. So basically, what is it? It's a homepage and site content change based on, the homepage and the site content change based on where the visitor is in their journey. So we've just started testing this out and rolled it out to a small group of people that for some people, when you go to, say, for example, Pin Studio, it looks very different if you're logged in as a user than if you're not logged in. You might have some websites like that in your life. I know that there's a website that I go to where I buy hair care. We're on a hair thing today, but where I buy hair care. And when I'm logged in, it looks completely different to other people when they're not logged in, because I'm like, oh, what is this? And what that's really about, it's about having a different experience for returning visitors as it is for first-time visitors. We are really excited to roll this out on the Travel Marketing and Media website slowly, that if you know us, you should have a very different experience. Like, I know some of you so well. How long have I known you for? Some of you for 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, some of you 2 years even. You should have a different experience on my website than someone who doesn't know me and is coming to the website for the first time. We're participating in Tech Week for host agency reviews. We found out today. We're so excited. We're going in to show the world Tame because it's so amazing, and Pin Studio. We're doing tech demos, and then I'm on a panel. That's going to bring us a lot of eyes of people who have never heard about us before. But you guys know me. So when you go to our website, and this will be a change you'll see in the near future, as long as you're logged in, you shouldn't see, "Hi, I'm Sandra McLemore." You don't need to know that. You know my husband's name, my child's name, you know where I live. You guys know a lot about me. You should see, "Hi, Matthew, welcome back. It's really nice to have you here. Hi, Jennifer, glad you're back. Let's get you started." And we've already been testing this on Tame and on Pin Studio, that when you log in, it greets you with your name and it knows exactly where you were up to last time. In fact, Tame even goes one step further. Tame has an AI coach called San, and I programmed her. She's sassy like me, but she's also smart like me. And she even remembers the conversations that you had. So when we were testing her, it was really funny. I pretended to be a travel advisor. And what did I call it? I think it was Kiki. It was my pretend travel advisor name. And I had asked her one day, "Hey, San, I was thinking of redesigning my logo." And she came back at me, kind of rude. No, she wasn't. But she said, "Oh, I love that for you, Kiki. But I just don't think that that's where you should be focused on. Your marketing task list currently shows that you have 14 tactics built out because you're trying to hit 120,000 in commission this year. It also shows that you have 116 tasks left, and they're small tasks, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but I'd rather see you jump into those tasks than redesign your logo." I pushed back and I said, "Yeah, but I just feel like it's not elegant or luxury enough. And I'm doing river cruises now, not Disney. It's not really matching." And the AI bot, San, she bit back and she said, "I get that, but why don't we find you a really creative task from the list of things that you're meant to be working on? And we can always revisit your logo at the end." Then a week later, I went back in and I was like, "Hi, I want to change my brand colors. I was thinking of working on that today." The chat bot wrote back, Coach San wrote back, and she said, "This feels to me like when you wanted to change your logo. I'm guessing you want something creative to do. I checked your task list and I think you should do this instead. It's going to give you that creative outlet, but it's keeping on track." This is the same kind of a situation. And I want you to have this on your travel website. Your existing clients should be able to log in. We're going to get to that in a second. I can build that for you. They should be able to log in and it should look completely different. It shouldn't look like, "Hi, I'm Marion. I'm a professional travel advisor," especially if they've booked with you before. It should say, "Hey there, Scott. It's Marion here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm looking forward to booking your next trip. What were you thinking?" Or like come up with different messaging. Even if it's not interactive, it should have different messaging. So what travelers experience here is a personalized journey. New visitors are getting a start your trip, book with us for the first time, reasons to book with us, why us kind of language. But returning paying customers are getting access your itinerary, plan your next trip, get started on your upcoming trip, or something completely different. What this does for you is this allows you to guide visitors down the right path. There's no confusion about the next step. And you're not mixing in the, "Hi, I'm Kiki," with the, "Hi, nice to see you, Matthew. Welcome back." Okay. Number 5, the next thing that I would do if I was going to sell travel starting tomorrow is I would make sure that this is on my website. It's called AI powered email delivery guide download. So what is it? After a quiz, for example, or after something interactive, before showing itinerary options, the visitor can choose "Send me a destination guide," and they can have it emailed to them, or it can say "Show me my options now," and they just see it on the screen, on the website, or in the app. Both, though, would require email. So it's kind of similar to the generative AI generated itinerary before, but this might be a lead magnet, for example. On our new website packages, we can build unlimited quizzes, unlimited lead magnets, all included. You don't have to have the software because quiz building software was driving me nuts. We were paying $122 a month for our quiz building software. And I said, there has to be a better way. So we figured out how to code quizzes into your website. So you could have 10 quizzes, 20 quizzes on your website, whatever you wanted. And what I'm saying here with this is that you would have email delivery, like email me the results, click to email myself the results, click to see them on the screen. Either way, they're putting in the email address, which means that you're getting a new email subscriber. So an example of this is after a quiz, a visitor might see option 1, email you our Greece family travel guide. So this is a full travel guide, takes 2 minutes. Or option number 2, show me my travel guide options now. They still got to put in their email either way. So you get an email, they get a Greece travel guide, and it redirects them back to the site afterwards to be able to pay your planning fees. What they experience is a choice in how they want to consume the information. They get to choose, can I download it now as a PDF to save on my computer, or can I have it emailed to me? Either way, they're going to give you the email address. For you, what it gives you is flexibility for different prospect types. So some people want to receive things by email. Some people want to get things downloaded right away. But either way, you're going to get an email address, which is building up your email list. And I love that for you. I would be making sure that I get that. Number 6, I would absolutely 1,000% have a client portal dashboard. And I would have this, I said post payment on this screen, but honestly, I would have this before anyone has even given you money. I would allow people to be able to log into my website, save destination guides as favorite, save quiz results, save itineraries that they've created, because every time you allow someone to create an account on your travel website, you're getting their email address. You're getting to see what they're looking at, what they're saving, what they're doing. That data is critical. But in this particular screen, I'm talking about post-payment. So I know that you use a lot of different itinerary builders. People use Traveljoy, they use Turn, they use Travefy, all different kinds of things. But there's no reason why you can't have this built into your website at no additional cost. It shouldn't be difficult for somebody to log into your website and see their itinerary, to see how much they've got outstanding, to be able to see any messages from you, to be able to share the download updated itineraries. There's no need for you to have so many tools. And that's one of the really cool things when we looked at our new packages that launched today. We really tried to find a way to reduce the number of tools. We talked about a quiz building tool. We talked about email marketing. We talked about having a login, like a portal for your clients where they can see their itineraries, where you can, with your voice, say, create me an itinerary for Jenny and Brian, day 1 doing this, day 2 doing this, day 3 doing this. You might just be reading your notes and it builds it out for you using your voice, and then you can make any changes to it. And then you can literally say, Jenny and Brian, click here to log in. I've created you a login. Use your email address, this one here, and just reset the password to set your own password. So what I like about this is they can view their selected itinerary, see dates, see pricing, requested details of flight and hotel options from their advisor, and they can track the progress as well. You might have a checklist of things that you want them to do. There's no reason for you to be paying all these fees for other platforms. So for example, a customer pays $300 for Crete option A. The portal would show them, here's your trip. Crete, 7 days, $6,800. Your advisors are currently reviewing options for flights and hotels. You'll see them within 24 hours. Once you've got that, upload it, your client gets to be able to see everything. Okay, then you might just click a button and it sends them an email from right inside your website. No email marketing platform needed either. See, we're canceling out tools one at a time. You don't need to have all these extra tools, right? And you could literally say, send my client an email, let them know I found 3 flight options and 2 hotel choices. They just need to log into their dashboard, give them the link to log in, remind them the email to use, and let them know that if they have any issues accessing, they can reset their password at any time. What travelers experience? They experience organized, transparent, next steps, everything all in one place. The portal shows your itineraries locked in, waiting on flight and hotel options, or this is where we're up to. The advisor sends options, customer sees them in the portal and approves it to book. You can have an approval button in there as well. What does it do for you as an agency? This is a central hub for all post-payment communication. It reduces email clutter and keeps your clients engaged. You can have a dashboard built out where you can see all of your clients, everything all in one tool. It's not difficult for us to build. Technology has come so far. Number seven that I'm going to put on my website if I start selling travel tomorrow, and I would recommend you put on your website, is a smart email nurture sequence. You do not need an email marketing platform. We can integrate one into your website. You don't need to go log in somewhere else, okay? So what is it? For visitors who don't convert immediately to paying your planning fee, automated emails follow up. So for example, the same family the same website visitor has done the quiz for Greece, and they get back, they download the Greece destination guide, they email it to themselves, they took this quiz, they're like, oh wow, cool, but they just didn't pull the trigger on paying your planning fee. You can immediately have them go into an email sequence that you don't have to write, that we would write, and it might look like this, for example. Email one is which is on day 2 after they do the quiz. Your Greece trip is waiting. Here's what makes it special. Great email there. Then the second email on day 5, early booking discount on your planning fee, pay by Friday and receive $50 off. If you want to do that. If you don't, there's other things that we can put in there. Email 3, which is on day 10 after they did their quiz, last chance, your custom itinerary is reserved until Friday. You're not saying reserved as in you've booked the hotels or anything like that. You're saying that the itinerary we made you, we can turn that into a booking, that exact itinerary, until Friday. This is something that you don't have to build out. You don't have to build the email sequence. You don't have to write the emails. You don't have to do anything technical. We can bake these in to your website so that it's easy for people to be able to receive them based on what the quiz answers were. So what they experience is a very personalized journey. New visitor, start your trip. Returning paid visitor, access your itinerary. But what it does for you is it guides them straight down the right path, getting those reminder emails. Number 8, this is what I would put on my website tomorrow if I was selling travel, and what I think you should consider for your website too. AI-generated destination guides. We have been doing this on the Authentic Escapes website. We have 130 guides coming out in the next few weeks. We've built over 70 already. What is it? They're AI-generated destination guides sourced from good platforms, good websites about culture, food, the best season, what to pack, budget breakdown. We are working on a custom website for someone right now. She's a test person, and we were able to generate in the build out of her website 10 destination guides. And every single month that we're going to be working on her website moving forward, I'll explain how that works at the end. We're going to put up 2 or 3 more destination guides until she has all of the Danube ports, even the itty bitty ones, all of the Rhine ports, all of the Douro ports, and all of the Nile and Mekong ports and the Chobe River ports, because she is hardcore focused on river cruising. In other months, we're going to build out quizzes about river cruising, match the river cruise line, match the itinerary, match the river, best time of year. But I definitely, no matter what you sell, whether it's river cruising, resorts, anything, I would recommend that you have AI-generated destination guides. Now, what we are not doing in Camp TMM, we are not using AI-generated video or images. I'm just not there yet that I'm comfortable with that. I have seen too many AI-generated images that make no sense. Like I saw one the other day and I said to Anthony, oh my gosh, look at this. It was the pyramids, the Sphinx, and a river running between the pyramids. Y'all, are people really buying that? Or do they just not know enough? There's no river that runs in between the pyramids. There's just not. It's just a lot of sand, right? So I don't trust them. We are using premium images that we pay $29 an image and download from Shutterstock. We're using the tourism board images. We're using supplier images. We're being very, very careful about the images. So with your destination guides, let AI build them out. Let it come from a particular source. You can even tell it if you're making these for yourself. You can tell it, hey, only take a source from Frommer's, from Lonely Planet, from tourism board websites. That's safe, right? So an example, on your homepage, you might have download our Greece family guide. Visitor downloads it, they get inspired, they come back, they do a quiz, or after the quiz, the visitor chooses email me the guide option and they get that guide sent to them by email. What they experience is they can download this guide. You haven't had to write it, you haven't had to build it, but it was almost, to them, it would feel like, oh my gosh, how great. I got Greece as my destination for my quiz. And oh, there just happens to be a guide about Greece. You don't have to worry about consistently adding new destinations. We can program your website so that there will always be a guide for the possible answers that they'll get back on any of the quizzes you have. I love this because pre-quiz, post-quiz guides warm up visitors. Okay. Number 9, the next thing that I would implement is a referral bonus gate. I love this. So this is for those of you who love referrals. Okay. So what is it? After a customer pays the planning fee, they see a referral offer. Know someone else who wants to travel? Refer them and get $50 credit towards your next trip. Now you're thinking, where would I put this? if you have that portal for clients to log in, if we build that out for you, it could be on the side. It could be share your itinerary with friends and family who might want to come with you. And then you can straight away enter in their email address and they get a copy of your itinerary with a little message saying, hey, I just booked this trip. Are you guys available? Do you want to come? I cannot tell you, we have this one family, the Williams family. Anytime they book something and send it to us, we're like all in. Anytime we book something and send it, we're all in. We're not the kind of friends that are like, what do you think? Should we go somewhere? What should we do? None of us have time for that. None of us do. We're the kind of families that one person just books it and says, we're here. Do you want to come? They did it to us just last week. They said, we're going to do this. Can you come? Now, it turns out we couldn't make it, but I love the concept of another friend inviting us to pay our own way on a trip that they're already going on. So this is very similar. You can either, two ideas here in one, just to follow along. We can build you out, share this itinerary with friends, and automatically they input the email and then it sends an email directly from your website. You don't have to type the email or go to email marketing or do anything. And your clients, once they booked and their itinerary is solid, they can share that with friends. Imagine somebody booking a river cruise, somebody booking an ocean cruise, somebody booking a resort, and they share that itinerary with 4 or 5 families because all they had to do was to input the email address. All they have to do is input the email address, and all of a sudden you might have people pop back to you and say, hi, our friends, the Macklemores, are going on this trip and they suggested we book it with you. Can we do the exact same thing? But we're flying from Chicago, not from LA, right? It's the same thing here. This is a referral. We can put that in the box on your client dashboard. Know someone who wants to travel, refer them and get $50 credit on your next trip planning fee. And then they get a referral link. Each successful referral, someone who completes the quiz or enters an email address, earns $50 credit for their planning fee, right? So if I recommend the Williams family, I might get $50 off my next planning fee. The Williams family, all they have to do is join your email list and they get $50 off. So that's how that works. Why travelers love it? Because, oh, sorry, I forgot to update the text here. Why travelers love it? Because they get to share their itineraries. Everyone wants to go with friends and family. Everyone wants to travel with other people most of the time. So they then, in that situation, get to share their completed itinerary, but they get to bypass all the craziness of should we go and then everybody jumping in trying to do all different itineraries and ideas and things like that. Okay, number 10, sorry, of all the things that I would do tomorrow and put on my website and the things that we can build onto your new website, this is number 10. Abandoned cart recovery email sequence. You probably heard of this because you probably experienced it. I have been looking at these shoes from Cozy Island for about a year. Cozy Island keeps popping up in my feed. Now that I've said it out loud, it's probably going to show up on my phone tonight. It retargets ads to people who say it out loud on their Alexa or SIRI or who search for it in the computer. You're probably thinking as a travel advisor, I could never do this. But say, for example, someone goes to the part where they click about the planning fee and you have their email because they did a quiz, because they engaged with your AI itinerary builder. You can then we can send them an email sequence that reminds them, hey, we realize you didn't go ahead and plan your trip, and we can send them a really good follow-up sequence there. So for example, an hour after they don't pay the planning fee, they get all the way to it, but then don't pull the trigger. They might get an email that says your Greece trip is still here, ready to lock it in for $300. And then there's a button, view my options, and it goes straight through to your planning fees page where they can pay your fees. The next day, still thinking, here's what you'd miss. Or Greece is waiting. You could do something like that. Prices increase often. Book by Friday to lock in the current rates. And then on the third day when they didn't pay their planning fee, final reminder, your personalized Greece itinerary expires on Friday at midnight. We'd love to lock in flight and accommodation prices before they go up. This is something that I never see travel advisors do because the technology is too hard to implement, but we can build this for you. So what travelers experience, they get a gentle nudge. Your Greece trip is waiting. Email number 2, still thinking about it. Email number 3, last chance, we've got your itinerary on hold, even though you haven't technically booked anything. What it does for you is it recovers 10 to 15% of abandoned prospects. It moves fence sitters to paying fees, low friction automation, and no advisor time needed. Okay, number 11, we're coming in on the home stretch now. Of all the things that I would put on my website, number 11, I would put on my website tomorrow if I started booking travel, and I would add to your website too, is an interactive destination map. Now, this is something that would grow month after month after month, and it would just get bigger and better. So what is it? It's a clickable world map on the homepage or destination page. Visitors click on different regions and countries. Map expands to show the best time to visit, estimated cost per day, top 3 activities, culture, average weather, cultural snapshot, food highlights. So it's literally just kind of like clicking on a place in the world, and then a little card pops up and tells you a little bit about it. I love this. It sounds so basic, but it's so interactive because so many people just look at the Caribbean. Like Anthony and I have friends, and every time they send us a text or an email about a group trip, no shade to them, but it's always to Mexico, the Dominican Republic, or Aruba. They never go further than that, and they do an annual group trip every year. They're the kind of people that can afford to do a trip every year, but they just don't go outside the Caribbean because maybe they've never been outside or they've never thought about it. That click around the world and look at different things, you know what that's like? That's like a model home or like IKEA, where you look into rooms, even though you went for a spatula, you're suddenly looking at couches. You're looking at things that are completely different to what you went in for. So an example, a visitor lands on a site, big interactive map. They click Greece. The map zooms in. It shows the best time of year to travel, average cost per day for food per person, sightseeing, top activities, weather, food. If you're interested, take our quiz to plan the perfect Greece itinerary for you. They go back into that itinerary planning. That was option number 1 that we gave, idea number 1. And then all of a sudden, they're an email subscriber. Okay. What they get, your website visitors, is something that's playful, visual exploration. Instead of scrolling lists and guides, it's an interactive map. So the guides are great. Some people want to scroll through destination guides like they're in a library scrolling on the, scrolling through a shelf. But other people like this visual kind of video game effect. This is so simple for us to build out. It's the easiest thing in the world, and your web designer might be able to do the same thing. What it does for you is it increases time on the website. It keeps visitors engaged and naturally leads them towards quizzes. It improves your SEO as well because it's more pages viewed, and also your GEO, which is like the AI version of SEO, and it builds authority through education. Number 12 are things that I would put on your website if I was designing your website tomorrow: destination comparison tool. So this is a really simple one. I won't stay on this for long. It's a side-by-side comparison interface. Visitors select between 2 to 3 destinations. The tools display the climate, cost, activities, culture, cuisine, best time to visit, visa requirements, or you can leave that off if you want, flight time from home if they want to put in their city, safety, language barrier, family friendliness, etc. Example, your visitors unsure between Greece and Portugal, it's going to give them a side-by-side. I love this. What they experience is something that's going to help them make decisions faster. It's educational. It's not pushy. Visual comparison makes it easier to decide. And by the end, they're going to lean more towards one destination than the other. And they could also take a quiz to be able to help push them towards that. What it does for the agency, reduces decision paralysis, and it helps your fence sitters. It helps your people who are struggling with decision making. Okay. So let's move on to number 13. We've got 3 more to go. This is what I would put on my website if I was selling travel tomorrow, and what I can put on yours if I'm building it for you. This one is a discovery quiz stack. I would literally have a whole page on my website to many, many quizzes. People love taking quizzes that are going to give them personalized information. Okay. It could be about travel style. It could be about destinations. It could be about anything at all. So for example, on day 1, the visitor lands on a site and they see what kind of traveler are you. They could also take the quiz just there, or they could go to your quiz page, which you could put in your email sequence. You could run ads. You could do pins just to your quizzes. If I was selling travel tomorrow, I would have a massive quiz stack. I would have 5 to 10 quizzes on my website. Now, this has taken the longest time ever to build out if you had to build this naturally. If anyone has built a quiz before, it's hard work. With modern technology, we can build out quizzes literally in less than 15 minutes for you. It is so fast. So imagine we have an hour or 2 hours to work on your website every month. I can build 3, 4, or 5 quizzes for you. If you're doing Pinterest, that's what you're going to pin to take the quiz. quizzes convert so well on Pinterest, it's not funny, but also on Instagram, on Facebook, especially where you've got clickable URLs too. So next, why people love this? People love this because it's quick, it's fun, it's not overwhelming, they don't have to do a ton of reading, and it feels personalized. What it does for you is it helps you to build your email list. Like, it couldn't be a better reason. It gets people excited and engaged as well. Number 14 of things that I would build onto your website if I was building one for you, or onto my website if I was building Travel Tomorrow. And this is a fun one, an affiliate travel shop. So this is basically a curated shop of travel products and services that your agencies earn commission on. Think luggage, travel insurance, portable charges, noise canceling headphones, travel pillows, packing cubes, travel guides, whatever it is, things that you know that you're going to get commission on because maybe you signed up to Viator or to Amazon. We can build this out really, really quickly for you. And it's literally just another way that you can engage people on your website. You might be earning anywhere between 5 and 15% commission. Okay. So I actually have this and I love it. And I make anywhere between $100 and $300 a month. But guess what? That pays for all my tools. Guess what? That's my grocery bill in a week. Well, used to be. So what travelers experience either after booking a trip, they might go on and to see like a packing list, but you could also, if you're doing Pinterest or Instagram, it might just be your favorite things. Here are my 5 favorite carry-ons, and they click through and all of them make you money because you signed up for an affiliate on a luggage site. For us, it's really easy for me to build this out because all you send me is a list of all of the links that you have that are your affiliate links and the images, and we pop open this store. You could have 10 products, 50 products, 100 products in there. You can drive traffic to your website based on, here are my top 5 carry-on recommendations, but they end up then taking a quiz and joining your email list. So I really, really, really love this. And it's a very simple and easy thing to be able to do. Okay, number 15, the final thing right here. And then I want to show you this amazing offer that we have for web design if you would like your website done for you. Okay, number 15 is a planning fee gift card. I wish that all of you had this on your websites, because the number of times that we have wanted to buy a gift for somebody that we know is going on a vacation and hasn't planned anything yet, this would be incredible. People who are just going through a lot, people who are stressed. Anthony has a first cousin, and I remember when she lost her husband during the pandemic. We love her. Her name is Kim. She said, I'm going to take a trip. I've just been too busy to organize it. Do you know what? If somebody out there's got a planning fee for $250 and you've got a planning fee gift card that I can just go click, click, click at 11 o'clock on a Friday night, I'm going to buy the gift card. I'm going to send it to Kim and say, Kim, I've hired a travel advisor for you, a professional travel planner, and I've paid for the planning fee. Just text them or email them. I gave them your contact information. They'll plan your whole trip for you and whatever your budget is. They're not car salespeople. They're not going to try and upsell you on everything. I've already taken care of their service fee. That's like saying I've paid someone to do your taxes for you so you don't have to. But I don't know why. And all I can say is it's the tech in between you and being able to offer this. So basically, it's a digital card system where existing customers can gift a planning fee to somebody else, okay? The gift recipient receives a code and an email and a welcome message, and a whole, like maybe the welcome message is who you are, what you do, and the fact that someone really special has bought this for you. And here's an example. Sarah just booked her Greece trip. The portal shows shared the travel love, gift a planning fee to a friend for their birthday, wedding, or just because, this makes such a great wedding gift. Such a great wedding gift. When somebody announces a baby shower, this is the baby moon. When someone you know has got a big milestone birthday coming up, it might be their 48th birthday that you give it to them for their 50th, or their 49th that you give it to them for their 50. Anyone who's a year behind a milestone, I would give them one of these cards. I love that. Or maybe you know that they didn't take a trip and it's their 50th. Anthony and I went to a 60th birthday party recently for our friend Steve. This would have been a great thing to spend $250 and say, hey, next time you and your wife want to take a trip, we've actually prepaid the planning service. Our travel advisor, Melissa, is amazing. We've prepaid it for you. It doesn't matter what your budget is. Don't worry about it, but she will take care of everything for you. And then we'd say it's like paying a CPA to do your taxes, but we've just paid someone to send you on vacation. Okay. Why travelers love the experience? It's really personalized. Why you love it is because you get your planning fee. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put in an image here. Well, imagine that that's your website. So I'm at the end. I've given you 15 ideas, and I would love to build your new AI-powered website. You'll actually be getting me build it for you. It's going to take me 2 to 3 days. So this is how it's going to work. For those of you who want to take advantage, I'm going to show you the pricing for it in a second. For those of you who want to take advantage of this offer, it's a spring break offer because I have Houston home, which means I am home all day. He has 15 days off of school, the longest break ever. I can build you out a website with everything that you have seen listed. Now, not everything all at once because it's too much for you, but we'll build you out a customized just for you website. I'll help you with your branding. I'll help you pick new colors. I'll help you pick new fonts. It will not only be mobile phone responsive, but it will be iPad responsive. Most websites are not iPad responsive. They just shrink it down to make it fit an iPad, but it's not responsive. We'll set everything up and we'll build everything for you. That build takes me 3 days. Okay. So what happens is you fill in all the onboarding information. It'll take between 60 and 90 minutes for you to do that. You'll then send that all over to me. I will then schedule you for my next 3-day window where I can build out your website, and it will be finished within 3 days. And how do I know that? Because I've been doing it secretly and quietly for the last 6 months. So I would build it out for you. Then I will make sure that your website is hosted, connect your domain, do everything, but we stay together in a partnership. So if any of you know, we used to charge around $6,400 for a customized website. Now that it doesn't take me 4 to 6 weeks, things are a lot more different. So now what we do is we have a one-time payment of $2,400. You can do it in one payment, you can do it in 2 payments of $1,200, or you can do it in 3 payments of $800. Then you move to a monthly growth plan of $100 a month. Now, what that does is that means that every single month, you will get an email from me personally, and I will say, hey, Hannah, I'm about to start work next week on Tuesday at 9 a.m. for your website, and I'll be working 2 hours on your website. Hannah, my love, what would you like added? And I will give you a list of ideas that I have because I'll know deeply about your business. Or you can say to me, oh, I was planning on you building out 5 quizzes for me and 6 destination guides this month, but I just got a new group booking, so I really need a group booking page built out. Can you build that out for me? Or you know what? I think this month I want to build out the client portal. I want all my clients to be able to log in. I'm still using Travefy right now, but I want to ease off of it, like wean off of it over the next 6 months. So I want to run them simultaneously. Indefinitely, we will continue working on your website every single month for 2 hours. If you can't think of anything, we will write your blogs and email them out to your list. You can add an optional add-on for us to be able to manage your email marketing as well. This is a partnership. This is a long-term, we continuously build for you. What I want for you to look at this as is a reason to never touch your website again, a reason to never log into your website again. Right? That's how this works. Now, it's similar to a car lease in that when you're done, if you don't want to do this anymore after the first 12 months, you can just walk away. You'll have to start again from scratch. But at the end of the day, none of us really own our websites anyway. The same thing for Wix, for Showit, for Squarespace, for any of those. This to me is the smartest, simplest, and easiest way to keep you focused on promoting and advertising your business and serving your clients, and never, ever again messing with your website. You literally would hand your website over to us, and every month after I have built your website, I will continuously work on your site for 2 hours every month. You need a little more than that? That's fine. I can send you an invoice. You don't need anything at all. I'm still going to add more to it because there's always more that I can add that will help you to better show up in Google, better show up in ChatGPT. Okay. So this is available to you until Friday night at 11 p.m. You can choose your payment plans, full, 2 payments, or 3 payments. And I would like to check if you have questions. So Blessing and Flora, if there are any questions, please send them across to me. Yes, a 15-day spring break. I can't believe it. We are already in week number 2 on Wednesday. Houston and Anthony are out right now, which is the best place, in my opinion, for both of them to be. This is my me time. I would like to take any questions at all. Okay, first question from Jennifer is, do we really get to have anything? Yes, you really do get to have anything. There is nothing that I can't build. I've been working on this for some time now, and there is absolutely nothing that I cannot build. It just means that I need to ask you a lot of questions, and then we need to build it and test it But yes, there is no limit to the number of destination guides. There's no limit to the types of blogs. There's no limit to the page layout even. From Matt, can you handle my email marketing? Yes, if we built your site, we can take care of your email marketing. You can hand that over. There's no extra fees for quiz building software, no extra fees for email marketing software. For many of you, this is the first and the only time you'll just be consistent. And I think that that's a really big win. Let me just see, are there any other questions? If there are not any questions, we are good. I'm going to send you, which platform will you be building the website in? I think that's a really good question. We're coding the website. Okay, so we're coding it, we're downloading it, we're storing it on a website called GitHub, and we have a backup for if anything was to ever happen. Oh, why did I go all blurry with no pixels? My skin doesn't usually look like that, y'all. I think the computer did that. We code it, upload it to GitHub, which is kind of like a storage locker to keep it safe. And then if anything ever happened, we could immediately host it anywhere. It's technical, and that's allowed us to be able to do those kinds of amazing builds. For those of us who did website in a weekend or you built our site, are you starting all over? Yes, because this kind of technology is just so incredibly complex, easy for us, but that's why website built platforms like even WordPress is hard to do this. One of my best friends is trying to build out a travel business website and she loves WordPress and she's got to buy all these different plugins and themes to make this work. And then she's got to consistently update the plugins and themes. So unfortunately, I would love if we could just go and grab everything from Wix and just like build over the top of it, but not even Wix has this level. Not even Wix has this level. I think there's definitely a mindset shift to leasing a car from buying a car. If you've always bought a car, it's going to be hard. It's going to take a minute to get you into that mindset of, I don't control my website anymore. Someone else will do it for me. By all means, we're going to give you access to log into your website, to edit different parts of it, to put up blogs, to put up like whatever you need to. That's not going to compromise the website. But this is literally the first time in your life I think anyone's ever said to you, build it and walk away. We'll build it. You can walk away and you can just focus on promoting and advertising. Now, for some people, that's going to be really scary because now you have no excuse. Your website is going to grow. It's going to do great on SEO, great on AI platforms, but you get to focus on just driving traffic, promoting, pinning, running ads, networking, and getting out there. Any other questions? Where did you get a clickable world map? Built it. And we can do that. We code a world map and then we put the pins in it and then we code the cards to come up in it. Okay, any other questions? I'm going to go ahead and to paste the link in here. We're going to send you out an email right away as well if you would like to sign up. You can have a call with me if you need to, if you have questions. I don't have anything extra to tell you. Everything is listed out on the webpage. Flora, do you want to go ahead and put that link into the chat? Go ahead and sign up if you're ready. You have until Friday night. It's right now a $600 savings because the standard price is $3,000 plus your monthly growth plan. But if you want to take advantage of the $600 off, we would love to do that for you. So we'd still be hosted on Wix, or is it moved elsewhere? No, you wouldn't be using Wix at all. Now, if you're on a month-to-month, you would just go ahead and cancel if you're on a month-to-month, but we would be building from scratch so that you can have this interactive element. So you can have all of these destination guides built out. And trust me, we tried to do this on Wix because we have built over 400 websites on Wix. 400 websites on Wix. Don't you think that I would love nothing more than just to jump in and use all of this incredible technology to build out 15 things, all these destination guides, the quizzes, the everything. It doesn't have the capability to do it. So we'll take everything, all of the copy if you want us to, and we can bring it across. But otherwise, it's just honestly easier for me to start from scratch for you. It's so simple for me to do that. Any other questions? Okay, do you have a sample site built with all of these features that you talked about? I would love to see it in action. So all of the sites are going to look very different. This is a customized website. We built Authentic Escapes on this, AuthenticEscapesTV.com on this platform. We built Pin Studio on this platform. We built MyTame.com on this platform. And we're building out non-travel websites as well. We've got a lot of new clients that are coming through in our sister agency, Los Angeles Marketing and Media. And we're building out hair extension brands. We built out parents of Black students on there. A lot of a lot of different types of businesses, but there's not like a sample site, so to speak. Go and take a look at AuthenticEscapesTV.com and you'll see how different it looks. It's still our style. We have our style that you know us for, but it really is like so different when you start being able to custom design sites for people. I wish that we could have done this all along. I really do, but the technology in the last 6 months has shaped it. Is there a cost for the hosting, or the 2,400 covers everything? Your monthly growth plan is $100 a month, and that covers your hosting. It covers us working on your site for 2 hours every month. So it's $100 a month, and it covers you don't need the quiz building tools. You don't need the email marketing tools as long as you're inside of the range. I think it's like 3,000 emails a month for free, or 100 a day is your limit. But if you're underneath that while you're still building your email list, you can get rid of your email marketing platform. You can get rid of your quiz builder. You can get rid of so many different tools that you use right now that you're probably not going to need anymore. Any other questions? But Men's Platinum Travel, definitely go check out Authentic Escapes website. We built that on this platform, and we built Pin Studio and Team on there as well. Alrighty, I'm going to send you an email out. So our website special runs until Friday night. The sooner you jump in, the sooner we onboard you, and then your website is literally a 3-day build. More than likely, I can build it in 2, but I give myself 3 just in case, because I'm a mama and I got things going on. So I want to give myself a little padding there. I did build a client website on Monday, and it took me 1 day, which was super cool. Alrighty, if there's no other questions, so you could drop Flowdesk again. I know, right? This is the blessing/problem with technology, that you're always picking up new tools, dropping other ones, making changes, jumping from here to there. But it's also the beauty of it as well. None of this technology was possible 6 months ago. Not possible 6 months ago, but it is now. So the question is to ask yourself, are you good with your PDF static website, or do you want to move forward with something that your clients are expecting, with something that your visitors are expecting? Now, the one thing that this website won't do, it won't suddenly get traffic to it. It never did. None of your websites ever did. None of my websites ever did. You still have to go out and market and promote and network and drive traffic to your site. But I promise you that when people get there, they're going to love it. It's interactive. It's going to help you to grow your email list much faster. Right now, at the most, you have one quiz, or you have a newsletter sign up, and that's about as interactive as your website gets. If you have more questions, which email? Hello@Travel Marketing and Media. hello@travelmarketingandmedia.com. Send me a question. Just make sure that you get it in as quickly as you can, so that you can take advantage of the 600 off, because it's pretty cool. 600 off. It'll go to 3,000 after our spring break special ends. I just have the time right now. We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything because Houston's home, and we didn't want to travel right now for many, many reasons. So I had the time right now to do this, and I would love to do yours. Okay, have a great rest of day, everybody. I'm going to send the replay out to everybody, and I'll send you also the link where you can read through everything that you get, how it works, and you can sign up, and you can pick from 1, 2, or 3 payments in there. Alrighty, bye for now.